Dumelang Kochai, welcome to another edition of the Dawning Experience with Chami Moroke. On today's episode, we have an amazing young person. He's a hip hop artist. So I'm so curious, Jorge Genia, how has it been? But hey, before we get into it, this production is brought to you by Dreamstream Studios. All you have to do is just contact the number that is appearing down there and ensure that you just hit them up on their social media pages on TikTok, Instagram. Vudwami, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm awesome. Welcome
Mm,
to Dawning Experience.
it's a pleasure.
You've been looking forward to it.
Oh,
Because
well.
everything's okwada. Now,
I was.
Bengtanu, please
Mm,
introduce yourself.
mm,
Mm.
mm. I'm a hip hop artist.
Mhm.
I go by the name of 041 Rocco, 041 Rocco. You know the 041. You know,
Yeah.
it's
I,
the
I wanted to
number.
ask something.
Uh huh.
Address in isiXhosa, what is it?
Lokwe.
Axi rock?
No, as you know.
No, and your name is.
No,
So, like,
no,
nah.
no.
So, okay, igama libuya phi?
Uroko, it's a name that's been there since a primary school. It was given to me by my primary school friend
Mhm.
because I used to play rugby.
Wow.
Yeah, so there was a left winger that played for the All Blacks called Joe Rokokoko. So he
Ooh.
named me after Joe Rokokoko.
Hi,
You
Win.
know, so it's been a name I've had since then. So when I had to pick a stage name, I was just like,
So
okay,
easy.
why not this?
Nah.
Yeah.
So now let's take it from here's Ayanda coming
Mm,
from a PE.
mm.
How was your upbringing?
My upbringing, in what terms?
Ukhule kanjani Ayanda boyo stodi yazi
I'm a very I was a very quiet kid, you know. I still am. Obviously you disobey when you grow up. You
of
see, you do
course.
things, you know.
And we learn.
Yeah, when this is
Mm.
indoor. But I had a very great upbringing, you know. I feel like I was brought up by my moms
Oh.
and my step pops, so very loving home. Everything was just, you know, I couldn't have asked for anything more, you know. At that
Mhm.
time, obviously, you don't see that, but like as you grow up and you
Yeah.
look back and you're like, damn,
I'm glad
that
that you're
was actually
appreciating
great.
that. Mhm.
Mm.
So now when did you come to Joburg?
I came to Joburg in 2018
Mhm.
after high school,
Yeah.
yeah, to pursue my dreams.
That's when the hip hop journey started.
No, it's been there.
Mhm.
I started rapping in primary school.
Mhm.
Actually, that's when I started writing. And then when I got to high school, I met other people to make music. So that's how I got to start recording.
Mhm.
You know, so I started recording in high school, started making songs. And that's also when I decided this is what I want to do for the rest of
Yeah.
my life, you know. And it still hasn't changed, you know. There were people I was rapping with in high school who are not rapping now, you
Mhm.
know. I think I'm the only one out of my high school friends who's still doing that, you
Yeah.
know. And I was probably okay, not the only one, but probably like two left. But
Yeah.
yeah,
But now here's Ayanda
mm,
after matric. Uti, okay, I want to go and study music. What are
mm.
your parents saying about it? Because you know our parents, Banjan, when it comes to
Uh,
the entertainment.
it was a fight, man. It was a fight because my thing, firstly, was like, hey, I don't want to study. You know, I just want to go to
Why?
Joburg and just pursue my music career because you see people who inspire you. You know, they're like, oh, I dropped out of school, I did this after matric, I didn't go and study. So at that time, I was like, okay, that was my mentality at
And
that
you
time,
think it's gonna be the same for
and I
you.
thought it was gonna be, but I didn't do it. I went to
Mhm.
study, but at that time, that was my mentality. So I had told the moms, I was like, yo, ma, this is what I want to do. I don't want to go to school, you know. And
Mhm.
then it was like a huge fight, you know.
Kala. Yeah.
But and then okay, I was like, okay, if I do go and study, because I don't know what I want to study.
Mm.
You know, I wouldn't say I want to go and study psychology
I
whilst I don't like
mean,
those
it's not
things.
for you.
So I was like, okay, let me just study then what I love, you know. So also with that, it was like still huge, like, yeah,
You
where you
can't
gonna
do
work? Where
this.
you gonna
Yeah.
work if you do that? So I was like, okay, then I'm not studying. But she eventually agreed and saw that this I love this thing.
You really do.
Mm.
And then now you enrolled for sound engineering.
Yes, I
Take me through
did.
that. Because a lot of people don't,
Mm.
like you were saying, they don't want to go to school,
Mm,
just
mm,
want to
mm,
get
mm,
into this
mm,
thing.
mm,
How
mm.
has it been?
That also it was a great time in my life, studying sound. I learned a lot. It opened my eye also in a lot of things,
Yep.
musically and everything. I'll always appreciate that time in my life
Mm,
studying that. It has taught me a lot, and I
an eye opener.
also feel like it had also a push towards my art,
Mhm.
to appreciate my quality in music that I produce and release and all that. Yeah.
And there's one of the module that was the hectic one, which is
Uh,
music business.
mm,
And that's one thing we hardly speak about.
true,
You get into
true.
the industry, like you were saying, so and so is in,
Mm,
I also want to do it.
mm,
There's a
mm,
lot of artists who don't want to read their contracts.
true.
It's just that excitement of saying, yo,
Mm.
100K, let's go.
Let's go. Let's go.
What have you learned?
Music business. I wouldn't. I learned how the business works and what you need in your team and all that. I wouldn't say I dived into it that deep,
Mm,
but it also taught me something. But even me, I've gotten contracts and I've never signed any contracts
yeah,
besides the distribution contract now that I just recently signed
yeah.
with this Laker. But I've never really like signed any contracts because every time someone comes with a contract, I run, you know.
Yeah.
I ran because I don't have anyone to go through that document for me. And when I check it, that language is like on some other,
Mm.
you know?
Talking about that, what do you think should be done to ensure that they
Mm,
educate people? Because it's difficult for some people. Here's a
mm,
contract with a lot of things written in
mm,
it.
mm, mm.
What do you think should be done to help artists? Maybe
A
help have a lawyer or someone, I don't know.
lawyer, I think it's best having a lawyer to give it to someone who will understand
Mhm.
instead of just signing with the blind eye. Next thing you know, you're trapped for life because of just one word you didn't understand in
Yeah.
that contract.
You saw the 100 and something K, like,
Yeah.
yes, I've made it.
Mm,
But no,
mm,
there's a law
mm.
that is coming with it.
True. True.
So now, Ayanda, take me
Mm,
through your experience as a
mm,
young person in this industry. I know in 2019 something amazing happened,
mm,
opening for artists.
mm.
How has it been? Take me through that, that journey.
Well, when I got here in 2018, I was still trying to, find my feet, and all that. So 2019, I was just going, man.
Hmm.
I was just coming for everything. Whether it's award shows, shows opening for artists, touring on radio, TV interviews, I
Hmm.
just I was just doing everything that could put my name out there,
Yeah.
so that people get to know me, familiarize themselves with my face and all that, So I was going hard
Yeah.
2019, and then came 2020,
Mhm.
lockdown and everything,
The
which
hardest time.
yo,
Yeah.
it really hit me hard in lockdown,
How did it hit you? Mentally, how was it?
mentally, also in terms of hustling and all that,
Mhm.
because you had to adjust to a new way now of promoting yourselves, because radio stations now they're not calling artists
Yeah.
over. There's no shows to perform,
Mhm.
you just. And at that time, I was in the hood, you just chilling,
Oh,
So that you can't go to places, because
you locked down.
you
Yeah.
understand. So that really slowed me down. It really slowed
Mm.
me down. I'm picking up. I'm still picking up. I'm still even now. I'm still picking up. There's a lot of things I want to change. You
You
know.
know, Ayanda, a lot of artists are not being honest. I want you to get into that with you. How was that lockdown for when? How did it hit you? Because I remember there was this other one who said, I didn't even have food. I didn't have
Mm,
anything. I was kicked out. Didn't
mm,
have
mm,
money
mm.
to pay.
Oh,
Hmm.
nah. Luckily for me,
Why? Okay, lovely.
I stay with family.
Yeah,
When I came this
the
side,
side.
likely my aunt took me in, so may her soul rest in peace.
Mm,
But my aunt took me in, so I never came here to rent
yeah,
or now I'm paying rent, but before that, I was with family.
yeah.
So I was taken
At
care of.
least, yeah.
When maybe I need something, hit up the moms. Yo,
Oh,
it's
mama's
like
boy. Mhm. Yeah.
yeah, but yeah,
It wasn't that
it
hectic.
wasn't that
Mm.
hectic, but it was hectic in terms of grinding for myself, because I'm not working, I'm not doing anything. You understand? Like
Akunamali, Joe.
yeah, I can't move around. That I would say it hit me in that way, not being able to promote my art and being able to move around and
Mm.
being in the right spaces so that because in 2019 things were open, you could easily go to places, you meet people, you talk
Of
to people, you
course.
connect, you exchange contacts. You
Mm.
understand? So now that thing is different on social media, because you can't really connect with someone like that on
Yeah.
on social media the same way you'd connect with them in person. So it's difficult. You hit someone up, they don't even know you. Why would they reply
Who's
to your
this guy?
message?
Yeah.
Compared to when you see them here, you're like, okay, this is what I do. You
Mm.
exchange, you know? Yeah.
What did lockdown teach you?
Um I,
Awunamali uhleli. Because a lot of artists,
mm,
they focus on one thing.
mm,
Abanye, they're like, okay, let me just go and find umsebenzi.
mm,
Get back
mm,
to
mm,
nine to
mm, mm,
five.
mm, mm.
When fully say,
Yeah, I also went to grind.
yeah.
And now that's another thing engayithandiyo, yabona.
Mm.
Not that I need it, but now I feel like it slowed me. It's slowing me down as an artist in a way because I can't
Yeah.
focus on my art fully. Because I did go and grind. Found some work,
Mhm.
that I was able to be flexible in. But then now, once you are in that working environment, you know,
Strict.
and you are with people whose mindset is also in their working environment, they can also influence you. You are the average of the five people you chill with in a
Yeah.
day. So if you chill with employees, that's what your mindset will be filled with. So it's a chain now I'm trying to break out of, because ish,
Mm. It's hard.
right now I'm working even now.
Mm.
I have a job at 8, I'm at work until 5.
The music after 5.
The music, even after 5, it doesn't happen
Yeah, you are
sometimes.
tired.
You're tired.
Mm.
You have weekend. Probably you have 2 weekends in a month to focus on the music. So that's things I want to change now. And just fully go hard.
Yeah.
Because I'm actually structuring something now.
Hmm. We can't wait.
Something
We can't
something
wait
is
to
in
see
this.
that.
Something is cooking. Something is cooking.
Yeah.
It's gonna
Mm,
go crazy.
mm.
Yeah.
That's so amazing.
Mm,
Now, as we talking about this, you spoke earlier about radio and all that. I'm
mm,
I'm thinking of, the digital promotion space.
mm,
For
mm.
you, as radio helping you and all these other spaces?
For me, anything is a win.
Mm.
One person hearing my song is a win. Those I don't know how many people listen to radio. Any interview is a win. This for me is a
It's a
win.
win.
You know,
Yeah.
someone listening to this to be like, okay, I like this guy's story. Let me actually go check out his music.
Mm.
And check out what he's about. So everything is a win, whether it's promoting on Facebook, whether it's
Yeah.
promoting on radio, whether it's on YouTube, any platform. It's a
It
win. You
is a
never you
win.
never know what will work for you. So just
And who's watching and all that.
exactly.
We're coming from an era of CDs, your cassettes.
Mm,
Now
mm, mm,
it's
mm.
download stream.
Streams.
How are you doing that?
Right now my streams I don't even know if I should call them bad or what,
Mhm.
but I'd say they're decent for me. Um,
Mhm.
it's just a matter of promoting, man. I also at first I was against the streaming thing.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, hey, this thing, you get one stream. One stream is equal to 0.0 cent to 0.12
Eish.
cents, you know?
Yeah.
But then if you calculate all those numbers and all those things, it's actually equivalent to the money you'd make if you were selling CDs.
Do you think we should get back to those times of CDs?
No, we have
Mm.
to move.
Cartelling.
I would have
Mm.
loved to exist in the industry in that era, you know,
It
where
made a
where
lot of
the
money.
but you can still make the same amount of money with streams. Going platinum with streams, you make the
Yeah.
same amount of money than you would going platinum with CDs.
But it's hard. Someone is starting up. You need to keep pushing yourself.
Exactly. It's just a matter of,
Mm.
because at that time you probably had to sell 30,000 copies to
Mhm.
go platinum
Of
in South
course.
Africa. Now you have to get I think it's 36,000 streams. I mean 36 million streams
What?
to go platinum. Yeah.
Gosh. No, that's hectic.
But the amount of money is
Mm.
is equivalent.
Wow.
Mm.
Now, anyway, I want us to get into your song.
Mm.
You've got this song. Okay, there was Money Talk. There
Mm.
was Grind and
Mm.
Phandela.
Mm. Mm.
How did
Mm.
these songs do?
Money Talk was actually the single that introduced
The
me.
first
You know,
one.
it was not my first song, but it was the song that actually did well. You know,
Mhm.
in terms of numbers, in terms of moves. You know, it was banging on radio. It was everywhere. You know, it's the song that also got me
Yeah.
on television.
The recognition.
Yeah, you
Mhm.
know. So I'll always appreciate that song. Grind. When did I release Grind? 2021. Yeah, Grind
Yeah.
is also a song. Did some things.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Phandela
Phandela. Yeah.
is also another song. I pushed. I tried a bit to push it for radio, but I also at that time I was at a space where I wasn't too much on radio. You know,
Mhm.
I just believed, radio
But you
is
did push it well.
I pushed it
Yeah.
well. I pushed it well. I pushed it very well.
Mhm.
I also tried to get a couple of deals with it,
Yeah.
but I feel like if it was meant to be, i-
Yep.
it's going to happen, because I tried to actually get Ustias on board
Ooh,
with that song,
okay.
because they have the Panda Burger right there. So
Wow. Yeah.
I actually did sort of like a campaign where I actually bought Panda Burgers,
Mm-hmm.
and I was giving them away to people while filming that and playing the song in the background.
What's Phandela for someone like me or Mutswana?
Like Panda, it's
Mm-hmm.
it's to Panda. Like
Mm-hmm.
I say on that song, "Zohlala is Pandela," which
Phandela.
means I'll
Okay.
always grind for
Mm.
myself. Yeah.
Wow. That's so amazing. So let's get into the nomination
Mm.
for the best male.
Best newcomer.
Best newcomer.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
okay. On which platform?
It was the 011 Awards.
Mm-hmm. When
Yeah.
was this nomination?
This was in 2019.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All courtesy of Money Talk. Yeah.
What? But I feel like for me, that's a recognition.
That
The fact
was
that they saw to this Ayanda.
that was a huge recognition, I also still till this day don't understand how I never got that award, because there was rankings, for the voting things,
Mm-hmm.
and every week the rankings would come out. I'd be on top of that list.
Yeah.
Like when people were voting,
Hmm.
call like I'm on top. So now when it came to the awards, it was like the announcer winner, like it's not me. I'm
Like
like,
what?
what's going on?
Yo.
Yeah.
But you made it. That's the
Yeah.
biggest thing.
Mm.
That's
Mm.
what we want to
True.
hear.
True. 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 True.
I want to get into something of music composition. You started that at a young age.
Mm.
Please take me through that. And also you being a songwriter.
Mm. Like writing music, I've always loved hip hop, from being inspired, from listening to it from a young age. I'm a huge fan of Lil Wayne. I'd always listen to his songs. I'd
Mhm.
always imagine myself like before I even started
Yeah.
rapping or anything. But the first person to actually push me to write a song is my childhood friend. I was in the sixth grade at that time, and he was in, I think, grade eight.
Mm-hmm.
In high school. So he already had friends rapping in high school, so they were already making music. So this other one time we were chilling,
Hmm.
just chilling as young guys, and it so happened that there was a beat on my
Yeah.
phone that I don't even know how it got there.
Hmm.
And when he heard that beat, he liked it,
Okay.
and he wrote for that beat. While he was writing, he was also like, "Yo, write
Nice.
something for
Yeah.
this," And I wrote, and we actually recorded. We were recording over the phone at that time. But after that day, I was like, damn,
This is
I
dope.
yeah, I never looked back. I never looked back. Ever since then, I was
Yeah.
I was writing. Any chance I get, I'd write. Going into high school, that's when I like improved my pen. Yeah.
Do you see yourself writing for other artists?
Um, something I do, but right now I'm just focused on my own, writing my own
Pushing
story.
you.
Yeah, at this moment, yeah.
But when's Imali?
Yeah, when that time comes, it will come. But right
Yeah.
now, it's just a matter of focusing on interpreting my story. The way I want to. When it's time to write for other artists, I will know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I'll know.
Now take me through that moment, ne? You
Mm,
were performing and you're like, yo, this is it. Like, yo, I'm so happy. I've
mm.
been looking forward to this. When was it?
When I performed for
Yeah.
people, the best show I've ever performed at was in 2021 in the East Rand at Togoza.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Let's book.
Wow. It was the greatest thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
It was the first time after I performed, people actually came to me to ask for pictures.
Ladies, party people.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Like it was so crazy,
Mhm.
and I was the one who opened up the show. The show
Wow.
was starting, so they were like, "Yo, Rocco, you open it." I was like, "Dang, why these people gotta put me first?" But then I was like, "Okay, let's go." I won't back down from
Yeah.
this challenge. I went, and I shut it. I shut it
Wayibonisile.
down before
Yeah.
other people even performed. People were there. They
Amazing.
want pictures. I was like, damn,
Why mangithi ladies ushaya ngebhom? Abakuskrimeli or something?
the ladies,
How? Obviously they are there.
ladies.
Bekuphuza amanzi. Ah! Why mangithi ladies?
Mm.
Yeah. Now, but they're part of it.
Yeah, they were there.
How do you handle it? Yes, the ladies. Lahlela.
No, man, like at that time, it wasn't something I was focused on.
Vula on
I
performing.
was,
Yeah.
even now, I'm trying to get back in that pocket, where I just focus on myself.
Mhm.
And my journey. Because at that time, and even the time when I was pushing like money talk, I wasn't focused on women or anything.
Shame.
No, man.
All right.
um,
Yeah.
Even at that time in 2021, I had probably just went through a breakup 3 months before that, and my
Oh,
focus was
bad.
like tunnel
And about
vision for
Hetile, that's why you don't want
yo
to focus on
yo
it.
at that
Yeah.
at that time, yeah, I was, but
Mhm.
before that I was, but then I met someone who actually showed me, but no, man,
Oh, bad.
must not be hurt by these things.
Mhm.
It's just these things
Let's
happen.
move.
you know
Yeah.
there's definitely someone there for you. There's someone there for you who will love you the same way or even more than the
And
person you were with.
appreciate you.
You
Hmm.
understand? So after that, after those words, I like bounced
Asang.
back
Yeah.
and I went. you know
That's
yeah.
amazing. So, Ayanda, as a hip hop artist,
Mm.
what is so unique about your style?
About my style,
Mhm.
I don't know what I'd say is unique, but it's unique.
Mhm.
you
Because
know
Ayanda, Uroko.
I've been told this. obviously I'm inspired by other artists, you know, even when I make music. Maybe something might be, maybe a certain beat might be inspired by other artists, but as soon as I write and I record on that song, you will never say, oh, this sounds like so and so, this sounds like so and so,
Mhm.
you know. Even if I'd intend to sound like so and so, but it will never come out sounding like so and so.
Yeah.
It always comes out sounding like me. So that's,
It's
I
the
don't it,
effort put into it.
you know.
You're giving it your all.
So even like my producer that I record with, he's always telling me like, yo,
Mhm.
nobody is doing it the way you're doing it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talking about your producer,
Mm.
how important is it to have someone by your side? Because some people want to get in and do it,
Mm.
by themselves.
Yo, it's very important, you know, finding a good producer.
Hmm.
You know, it's very, very important. And I feel like right now the one I have, the guy is currently producing my music. Shout out to Young Tune Beats. Um, it's like he understands.
Yeah.
It's like he understands what I want to do. You know, when I record a certain thing in a certain way, it's like he knows, takes it out of my brain
Yeah.
and just delivers that vision for me, even over than what I'd expect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. I think we need to wrap up this conversation, but you
um,
know, looking into a few years to come, I want
mm,
you to just take me through how would you like Ayanda Uroko to be
mm.
remembered in this industry?
I want to change lives, man. You know, I want to provide opportunities for people. You know, I want to provide opportunities for artists in back home in
Mm,
PE at
in
Gqeberha,
PE,
you
yeah.
know. That's part of the reason I also came to Joburg, because I feel like also that side hip hop is not
Mm.
embraced, you know, because we have a whole lot of talent that side, you know.
Oh, Mutazo Repa isiXhosa, Phuma Ngubani. Oh, it will be so amazing.
You know,
Mm,
but it's not embraced, you know. So I'd wanna create an industry also that side, you know, the same thing that's happening in at Durban. You
yeah,
know, people in Durban now don't even have to come at Joburg to
it's
pursue,
big. Yeah.
you know. That's another thing that's happening now also in Cape Town. You know, Cape
Mhm.
Town is also developing their
So
industry.
encouraging, standing together as a province.
Exactly.
Mhm.
And just, you know, so that we don't all come here now.
No,
Now
Ngeje.
Jaws is big,
Yeah.
you know. Just do it from that side, man.
Angithi bathi imali isejozi. Well, esikhona nase-PE
Yeah,
nase-Durban.
exactly. Money is everywhere. You
Mhm.
just have to attract it and not chase it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Wow. So where to from here? Ophuma. What can we expect?
From here right now, I'm just plotting. You know, there's something coming. I can't say when, but there's something coming. I'm planning on dropping a song.
Mhm.
Um, I believe it's a song that will change everything.
Yeah.
That will change everything. That's why I just don't want to rush on anything
Yeah, take your time.
when releasing it. It's finished and everything, you know.
Mhm.
Because this year I just felt like I was just dropping just to show people, okay, I'm still alive, you know. I still make music, you know. But now I just need to make sure everything is set up, you know, the promotions and
Everything.
everything, so that I can push the song in a proper way,
Mhm.
so that things can change, you know.
Yeah.
Uh,
And in closing, I'm gonna put you on a spot. Mawuphuza amanzi kanjalo, you're gonna look into that camera. Ngifuna urepe from Phandela. I want you in
Aibo.
line nje. Angeke ngikuyeke kanjalo. I need something. You know?
From my song or just anything
I want it from Phandela, but
from
okay,
Pandela.
any, it's fine.
From Pandela. Okay, let me just rap the first verse from Pandela.
Yeah.
I do it all for the family. You know that Gwala be talking, we're having a convo mnanawa siteti. Still on the phone with the mom, she trying to find out about it Jose go grand. Mama, your son doing well. He gonna get to the wealth. Vuga exenin bangen skarel, get to the bag. Me and my gang, never relax. I'm back, I'm packing, never catch me slacking. Shoot when it's time for the action. I didn't plan it. Oh shit, I fumbled it. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Um,
No, thank you so much, Ayanda, for
mm.
coming to the Dawning Experience.
I
really
really, I
appreciate
really appreciate the invite. You know, I was looking forward to this so
it.
much,
No,
so
siyabonga.
much, so much, so
Mm,
much. Mm.
yeah. So yeah. Ko gae, ke a leboga thata, ke yona the Dawning Experience, and I was chatting with Ayanda. Such an amazing young person, such a cool artist. I
Mm.
hope hore le tlo mo follow on his platforms. Please give me the platforms before we.
The platforms, find me on every platform. It's 041 underscore Rocco. Rocco is ROKO. 041 underscore Rocco. Spotify 041 Rocco. You find my music. YouTube, that's my page. Everything. Find it there.
This is the Dawning Experience with Chami Moroke. Ke mina Noko Mosebo a dira. Please do me a favor, o kene mole, o subscribe, hle ke a kopa, and comment. Tell others about the Dawning Experience.